in the team play. No iron team. And the leaders between Fred and Dylan have done a great job setting the tone. Are the Rockets going to continue to follow their selfless play?
No, absolutely not. Van Fleet into Şengün, the little push shot, and he gets it to go. Great to have him on the floor. Shooting it so much better. The Rockets amongst the league leaders in corner three-point percentage at 47%. And here's another one, making a long two. Toe on the line, but a bucket nevertheless. Ingram, another guy who misses a lot of games, who has had a lot of success when he has played against the Rockets as he hits the turnaround.
Nothing like Jalen seeing the Lakers to get his confidence boosted.
Zion with the step as he blew right by Tate. Just does. He's just, because he's so big and so strong.
Well, I don't remember ever seeing Jason Tate getting blown by. He's one of those players, once you see him up front. Oh, my goodness.
Avoiding Valanciunas with the behind-the-back dribble, and then he capped it off with the dunk. That ankle's just fine. Oh, and that drops.
The talent with the Pelicans, and former GM of mine, David Griffin, doing a fine job over there.
Here goes Ingram right to the hole. Goes C.J. McCollum as well for them, dealing with his second collapsed lung in the last couple of years. Oh, wow. Tate took a bit of an elbow. Zion followed his own miss, got the rebound, and put it back up and in. Doing what he does, 14 minutes, and 9 rebounds, a block, and 9 points.
I will say this, we're gonna challenge. Oh wow, the one-leg step back, the old man Dirk.
Rockets down by 8. This has been not the norm here as of late. Shot clock winding down. New Orleans defending extremely well. And then Şengün gets it back and scores. Alperen Şengün, 4 of his first 5. Remember Şengün and Valanciunas last year?
Listen, those two, that was a heavyweight matchup. And something Coach Udoka and staff really have worked on. And Coach Tiago Splitter taking against Şengün one-on-one.
Van Fleet up top. And he knocks it down a foot or two beyond the three-point line. Ingram was taking a lot of middies and long twos over the last couple of years. Takes a contested one there and gets it to roll through. Used his length to get it up and over. J-Dog Landon out there here. Come out of the timeout. Didn't really see any playing time until garbage time the other night against the Lakers. Drew that play up during the timeout, freed up and knocks down his first triple.
And you saw his own look there from the Pelicans.
How about Jalen Green? 46+% from 3 on the year, and Zion Williamson back in and scores the ball again right at the rim. Rockets are trying to drive. The New Orleans doing a good job cutting off those driving lanes, and then there's Jalen Green again, second three.
And what's tough about Zion is you naturally want to back up when you're guarding a driver. His touch is incredible.
That time Zion measuring up, Landale nothing doing, the outlet, and all by himself, the dunk for Eason. The Rockets want an offensive foul on him for kicking out on Tari Eason. Here's Van Fleet, his pull-up, and it is good, the 5th three.
There you go, team defense against Zion. It's not one man that's going to stop him, although we love Dylan Brooks to be able to.
Look at the English on that finger roll.
Dylan Brooks to Jeff Green to Jason Tate, look at that.
Yeah, really well defended by Green, but there's Valanciunas, and he's able to stay with it.
Craig, he's a floor general. He doesn't turn the basketball over. The Rockets just get into their sets. It sounds simple, but there's a value there. And
so that's maybe an extension of that.
Old man jumper versus old man jumper.
Look at Jason Tate, a little quick move as he split a double team.
It was funny, before the game, I asked my son, we go, who's your favorite Rocket? And he said, Jason Tate is my favorite Rocket. Fortunately, gives up the layup there. Jalen Green or Şengün, he said, nah, Tate is my guy, man.
Brandon Ingram now the 3rd Pell in double digits. Şengün becomes the 2nd Rocket. Rockets looking for another 9-0 run. Currently, they've outscored the New Orleans Pelicans 7 straight points. Here's Jalen Green sliding. There you go.
He's a world champ, by the way.
His former team will be in town on Sunday. Hawkins falls down, another turnover. The run out for Tate, and he will get to the rim.
Jay Sean, look behind him. Man, and that's scary when you have guys that believe.
Rockets outscoring the Pelicans 28-9 in the quarter, making it 29-11, and there was a foul on the other side.
He's got to take his time. Yeah, he got to take his time. I don't know how he saw Tari cut.
And Zion Williamson's first points in quite some time after dominating the early stages of this game.
You're right about that. So he overcomplicated things, and maybe that ankle is bothering him, trying to use his mind here tonight.
Contested three goes down. They have one of the worst second half point differentials in the league in the shot clock era since 1954. Green on the other side.
There you go. I thought Jalen Green had that same play in the first half, too.
Van Fleet to Şengün. Didn't take that one late in the second quarter, obviously did there. It's 14 for Alp on a super efficient 7 of 9 from the floor. Another three for the young man out of UConn, his second of the quarter.
It's almost like an NBA 2K-like feel, and just something different, man. Hey!
There we go. How about that ATO? Well, actually, it wasn't ATO.
It wasn't ATO after timeout.
New Orleans can tie it up with a three. Ingram has hit one. And there is Hawkins. My goodness. New Orleans concedes a ton of threes, but opponents aren't shooting it very well from three against them this year. Rockets started hot, but they've since gone cold, and there's Daniels, the offensive rebound.
After halftime.
Then Fleet, no, and Williamson takes it away from Tate, ahead to Ingram, who is able to corral it. And then puts a nice move on Jabari Smith Jr., got all the way to the rim for the score. Daniels almost got to another one. Here's Jabari in the lane, the foul, and the hoop. And one opportunity coming up. Şengün on Valanciunas with the left hand this time. We don't see that too often. Tate from Şengün to tie it up.
Big part of the Rockets' comeback here in this third quarter.
8 straight. Back to a tie out of the timeout. Ingram from the mid-range. And then ultimately one more for the teams that advance. And then if you make it all the way to the finals, then there won't be any additional games added to your regular season schedule.
A sense of urgency here from Fred VanVleet, and obviously he can get going offensively anytime he wants.
Robinson Earl.
Don't know if you can quite call it a revenge game either.
No. Yeah. Jalen Green works baseline right to the rack. VanVleet to Jeff Green, fakes the three, drives to the hole and scores, and the foul. How about that by Jeff Green? Backdoor Robinson Earl. Second round pick back in 2021 by New York and acquired by Oklahoma City after a couple of years at Villanova. Jalen Green with the nifty move and finish. Brooks got fouled. Get in there. Yes. +1. Ingram with a head of steam. Pulls up. Forces up a top three and got it to go. As the shot clock goes out, Ingram, huge make for New Orleans. Rockets down by 2. VanVleet for 3. Oh! How about that?
There was no hesitation in the building. Fred VanVleet knew he was taking that shot.
And Hawkins just fouled out. So the second Pell to foul out of this game outside of Valanciunas. Oh! That toilet bowl through. And a much-needed shooter, perhaps, that they could use down the stretch here in the last 15 seconds is now out of the game after fouling out. Oh, makes them both 93+% at the line as a Rocket, 87% for his career. Dylan Brooks,
my goodness.
1 second to go, get it inbounded. They do to VanVleet, back door, and the Bucks survive. Fred VanVleet led the way down the stretch as the Rockets close the game on an 11-3 run.